Yeah, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the smoke stream. I felt like it was good. And of course.
Yeah. There you go. It's just that the wood that was already in there burned really quickly.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Careful.
fine.
Oh, watch out for the mic.
I see it. I got it. Hello. On mic. We're here. We're back. We're here with the fire. I had to go outside earlier today and tell my neighbors to turn their music down because it was too loud. It was shaking our house, and I've officially achieved old woman status. In doing so, it's magic. I've done it. I did it. Arrow. Thank you so much. Yes, enjoy your raid. Nope. It was very, like, I don't know if you have this in the Philippines, but here sometimes people put subwoofers in their cars, and those particular speakers just like make everything around it just vibrate. And I know, but 'twas not a joke to me having to go interface with a stranger, because we don't actually know our neighbors. Yeah, it's a practical thing. It's literally shaking your house. That's a lot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a feature. Yeah, loudspeakers. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's trucks that go around and say, vote for this person. Interesting.
That's very old school.
It is very old school. Neighbors have karaoke. Nice. I feel like at my grandma's house, 2 houses down, they were a big Filipino family, and they always had karaoke every Friday night.
Yeah.
Every Friday. Yep.
This is burning hot.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Let's go. Big flames. That's what I wanted. There we go. Nightbot getting all the advertisements out of the way for our pumpkin carving contest. Pumpkin carving contest is live now in the Discord. Get your pumpkin carving and or your pumpkin based art into the Google form.
Yeah.
And then it will go out for voting back in the Discord on the 23rd, 24th. And then the winner will be announced on the 31st.
What does the winner get?
The grand prize winner, will get a commissioned pumpkin gift certificate of $200 for Joey Edwards.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's very generous.
And I also messaged Joey today and be like, hey, I think I accidentally donated your pumpkin that you carved for me, so I'm going to buy a new one later. And he was like, oh man, someone at Goodwill is going to have a great find.
They are.
Yes, you keep forgetting. I will send you to Joe. Make pumpkin art is what I'm saying. And then first place in both categories, pumpkin and or art, will get 20. What did I say? $20.
It's a praying mantis. I gotta kill it. I'm sorry.
What? There's a praying mantis?
That's what was crawling on me.
Oh no! Was he eating you? How dare you kill this beautiful creature? Dustin murdered. This is truly a scary stream. There's been a murder. There's been an actual murder.
I killed a
bug.
mantis.
It was gonna eat him. Yeah.
It was crawling on me, and it.
Yes. Thank you.
I can't stand bugs.
Thank you for jailing Dustin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm jailed.
You're in jail. Dustin is here because I asked him if he would tell a couple spooky, scary stories with me.
Yeah.
But he might not stay very long. Also, the stream might not be very long just because of fire is not it's not an unlimited fire.
Yeah, this is gonna burn quick,
Yeah.
and you're gonna probably use all your wood for
I
just your
know. That's fine.
to keep the fire going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have the actual scary stories to tell in the dark
Oh, perfect.
on my iPad here. Dustin is here because he wanted to murder a praying mantis. Yeah, get him.
That was my
Get
whole,
him space time.
That was my whole point.
That was the whole plan.
Can you all hear me? I just want to make sure that they can hear me.
Yeah, I think.
Check.
I'm sure they can hear you.
Yours is like coming up.
Well, it's right under it's like literally right next to
Yeah.
my face. Yours is on your hat. We
We
heard the murder loud and clear. Oh, good. Very good. Very good. Well, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I think you should start.
You will be called to testify.
Yeah, okay.
Who, me? Against Dustin?
I
A praying
understand.
mantis. I have to kill. We do have it recorded.
I'll turn myself in. It's a veritable jungle out here in the
It
backyard.
is. It's quite beautiful. We left on our trip and we came back and the red flowers were just like so gorgeous and huge and bloomed. And all of my vegetables have been eaten by stink bugs. So there's that too.
We have a stink bug problem.
Yeah, we got a stink bug problem.
Can
But
I
not
kill those? Am
not
I
a-
allowed to kill the
You can
stink
stink.
bugs?
You can stink those stink bugs. That's sure. That's for sure. But we'll have a burial. We'll have a funeral for the praying mantis.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, let's see here.
How long are the scary stories?
I don't know which one should we do. The big toe one. The walk.
You know, I never actually read the book. I always saw it.
Oh,
in
look at that!
elementary
So
school.
scary. Here, I'm gonna show this to y'all real quick. Look at the scary photos. Spooky. Okay, back to the beautiful
It's
fire.
time to be spooky.
Scary. How about this? This one is a one pager, and this one is a one pager.
Yeah, you do one, I'll do one.
Okay, the walk. That's what this one is called. The walk. My uncle was walking down a lonely dirt road one day. He came upon a man who also was walking down that road. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was scared of my uncle, and my uncle was scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and it began to get dark. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was very scared of my uncle, and my uncle was very scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and they came to a big woods. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was really scared of my uncle, and my uncle was really scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and deep down into the woods they went. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. And the man was terribly scared of my uncle, and my uncle was terribly scared of... That was silly. That's very...
Wow.
It says now scream.
Scream.
Ah. I don't know how that one is scary.
Yeah.
I think... Jumped out of the chair.
Nearly jumped out. Yeah, I agree.
There you go. Dustin's gonna read the next.
This one is called What Do You Come For? There was an old woman who lived all by herself, and she was very lonely. Sitting in the kitchen one night, she said, "Oh, I wish I had some company." No sooner had she spoken than down the chimney tumbled 2 feet, which the flesh had rotted.
Gross.
The old woman's eyes bulged with terror. Then 2 legs dropped to the hearth and attached themselves to the feet.
Oh shit.
Then a body tumbled down. Then 2 arms. Then a man's head. As the old woman watched, the parts came together into a great, gangling man. The man danced around the room. Faster and faster he went. Then he stopped, and he looked into her eyes. "What do you come for?" she asked in a small voice that shivered and shook. "What do I come for?" he said. "I come for you." As you shout the last words, stamp your foot and jump at someone nearby.
I like it has stage directions.
These have directions.
Yeah.
I've never read any of these before.
This is great. Yeah, Santa was having some issues.
Yes.
Spooky, scary Santa Claus.
I was
Come.
expecting a much bigger reveal than that.
This is for children.
You're right.
This is for
But
children.
the movie's pretty...
The movie is gruesome. Have you all seen the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie?
The movie's good.
Oh man, the one with like the really big like round creature going after the child in like the hospital or whatever.
The corpulent creature.
The corpulent creature. This one is called Mitai Dodie Walker, and it looks like this. Yes.
Is that part of your... Okay.
That's part of it. Hopefully we don't smother this fire with these giant logs.
Nah, it's starting back up.
Hi, Ryan Weiss. You've done it again, by George. There was a haunted house where every night a bloody head fell down the chimney. At least that's what people said, so nobody would stay there overnight. Then a rich man offered $200 to whoever would do it. 200. Let's up that amount for today's terms. 2,000.
That makes it worth it, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
$2,000 to whoever would do it. And this boy said he would try if he could have his dog with him. So it was settled. The very next night, the boy went to the house with his dog. To make it more cheerful, he started a fire in the fireplace. Then he sat in front of the fire and waited, and his dog waited with him. For a while, nothing happened. But a little after midnight, he heard someone singing softly and sadly off in the woods. The singing sounded something like this. Me tidy dody walker. It's just somebody singing, the boy told himself, but he was frightened. Then his dog answered the song softly, and sadly it sang, "Enchi-kunchi koli-moli dingo-dingo." The boy could not believe his ears. His dog has never uttered a word before. Then a few minutes later, he heard the singing again. Now it was closer and louder, but the words were the same. Mitai Dodie Walker. This time the boy tried to stop his dog from answering. He was afraid that whoever was singing would hear it and come after them. But his dog paid no attention again. It sang, "Nchi-ginchi, koli-moli, dingo-dingo." Half hour later, the boy heard the singing again. Now it was in the backyard, and the song was the same. "Mitai Dodie Walker." Again, the boy tried to keep his dog quiet, but the dog sang out louder than ever. "Nchi-ginchi, koli-moli, dingo-dingo." Soon the boy heard the singing again. Now it was coming down the chimney. "Mitai Dodie Walker." And the dog sang right back, "Linchy-kinchy, golly-molly, dingo-dingo." Suddenly a bloody head fell out of the chimney. It missed the fire and landed right next to the dog. The dog took one look and fell over dead from fright. The head turned and stared at the boy. Slowly it opened its mouth. And
Is that how all these end?
All these end with just
with screaming. No wonder kids are traumatized by this.
Oh yes. It's true, it's true. Is this a real legend? Yeah. Yes, all these are true stories. Yeah, exactly.
I do have a true story.
Oh, Dustin has a true story he wanted to tell.
Can I tell it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. This is a true story. This actually happened. And it's not super spooky, but it is fitting for October and for a campfire story for sure. But this happened to me. And this is the story of Mr. I Can't.
Mr. I Can't.
Mr. I Can't. So I've got that. So this happened in around 1992 or 1993. So I was in second grade. And for those of you that were around at that time and or remember pop culture at that time, it was pretty huge. Pop culture was pretty big. So you were present, yes. So what was big for us in elementary school was Ninja Turtles, for one, and then also Wayne's World. And I'll tell you how this is all going to come into play. But Ninja Turtles became such a big deal for us as kids playing on the playground. It got so intense that our school, our elementary school, outlawed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We couldn't play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anymore. And so, oh, sorry, I'm just yeah,
Okay.
let's go ahead. So anyway, so that was outlawed, and that wasn't the only thing that was outlawed. They started to outlaw words. Yes, words.
That's crazy.
So, like I said, Wayne's World was huge at this time, and especially for us
Mhm.
kids. We had our whole class had just started saying "not." So, if those of you that don't know, Wayne's World, very popular Saturday Night Live movie. Saturday Night Live was huge at that time, but Wayne's World, Wayne would say something like, "Yeah, I'll go do that." Not. And we just adopted that like crazy. Our whole class did. So it's like, yeah, I'll do my homework.
Not.
It got to be such a problem that they outlawed us saying "not" in that way. We couldn't say "not" after saying something. And I remember one of the kids in my class.
That is where that came from.
Yes. They're the ones that pioneered it. I do remember a kid in my class, right around this time, right around the time that they outlawed us saying "not." He had a shirt that was just a white T-shirt and it had "not" on it in huge letters. It went from all the way up to his shoulders, all the way down to the bottom of the shirt. It said "not" on it, massive. They made him turn his shirt inside out. Because they had outlawed the word "not." And you're probably wondering, where does this come into play? Well, they decided that they weren't going to stop at the word "not," and they were going to continue to outlaw words. So they wanted to outlaw "I can't." Because when you're a kid and you're doing your homework, Jesus Christ.
That's our neighbor.
Oh my God.
And a shitty motorcycle.
Yep. He's tired of the story, I think.
That is a scary bit for sure.
Anyway, if you can all still hear me, they were trying to outlaw the word "I can't," or the words "I can't," because, like I said, when you're a kid and the teacher puts a problem up on the board and it's hard, it's tough, you're like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do my homework, So in my elementary school's infinite wisdom, they decided to make a Mr. I Can't and then immediately kill him.
Oh my God. They murdered him.
They murdered Mr. I Can't. Now, this is crazy when you think about it.
It's a bunch of children.
They made a fictional character that we had no idea existed. And they decided that they were going to kill him.
Yep.
And actually they did. They killed him.
Also Hybluvian. And Purge. Hi, Purge. Yes, they did. They murdered him. I know, Space Time.
So they murdered Mr. I Can't. Now, it just doesn't end there. They decided that for Mr. I Can't, they were going to have a funeral for Mr. I Can't.
Uh-huh.
And so they did. So a few days before the funeral, they give us all of these pieces of paper. And on these pieces of paper, we needed to write a phrase that we weren't going to use anymore
Oh my God.
with the words "I can't" in it. And they were on a small little piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
And so I remember writing mine down, and I didn't really understand the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put like, I hate when I can't do math. That's what I put. Like, I didn't understand that we were supposed to write a phrase with the word "I can't" in it. And I did do that, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So I wrote that down, and not really thinking much of it. The day comes for the Mr. I Can't funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no expectations with this.
Right.
So we all take our pieces of paper.
Yeah.
And we walk into the gym.
Uh-huh.
And in the gym, the lights are dim.
Oh my God.
They're playing organ music.
Oh my God.
And at the front of the gym is a fucking tombstone.
What? Oh my God.
And below the tombstone is a black shoebox with a little hole in it.
That's terrifying.
And on the tombstone, it's etched, Mr. I Can't.
Oh my God.
Now, I will say that no, our school didn't go out and buy an actual tombstone. When I look back, I had to, when I saw it then as a child,
Yeah.
I thought for sure, oh my God, this is a tombstone. This is for real.
Yeah.
This guy really died. But when I look back on it now, it was a piece of sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those square sidewalk things you get at
okay.
Walmart, and somebody had etched Mr. I Can't.
Oh my gosh,
into it.
they didn't even like take styrofoam. They went like fully with
This was
stone.
full, and I'll tell
That's
you, this
crazy.
gets even more crazy.
Yeah, so the corpse can get fresh air. Exactly, Gene. Your school could it be more 90s? Yeah, Purge.
It's true.
We went to different schools,
We
so I have no idea.
I went to a much smaller elementary school.
What Dustin had to deal with.
So they're playing the organ music, and we all have to walk up there one by one
Oh.
and put in our little note into that black shoebox.
Uh-huh.
And then the class behind us they play a song over the speaker system, and the class behind us all play to it using kazoos. And I remember feeling very left out at that moment because I'm like, I didn't know about Mr. I Can't. I just learned about him. And the class behind us is playing a song for him like they've known him forever.
Your class didn't get to do the kazoo.
Now this is incredibly mind-boggling to me because, back then I hadn't lost anybody. I had never been to a funeral.
Yeah.
So I could only imagine this is what it's like. But I can't imagine the kids who had maybe lost an early grandparent or a parent or
really
a family member and had been to a funeral.
Yeah.
Like, this has got to be scarring. Like,
yeah, absolutely
funerals
traumatizing.
Funerals suck.
Justice for Mr. I Can't. Absolutely.
So anyway, there's a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that all goes down, and they move Mr. I Can't's tombstone out on the school grounds.
Oh my God.
They put it in the ground.
Oh my
like a
God.
Real tombstone, like the ones that go in the ground.
Yeah.
And I remember
goodness.
we could go and look at it and see the Mr. I Can't. And we and so like after this point, all the teachers like, you can't say that anymore. Mr. I Can't is dead.
Oh my God.
And so, we would try to avoid saying Mr. I Can't.
That is the most ridiculously traumatizing
So
thing.
one day we're in class, and one of this kid that is in my class who was very famous for telling tall tales.
Yeah.
He said that one of his friends' brother went to the Mr. I Can't tombstone and kicked it in. And when he kicked it in, a bat flew out.
What?
And of course, all of us are like, bullshit. Bullshit. That did not happen. And so that very same day, we have to for that school we had to leave school grounds, and we couldn't come back on school grounds till like 4:00 because we had to wait for the teachers to leave. You just couldn't get off school and go play on the playground. You had to leave school for a while and then come back. So after that day, the patrol, the crossing guards walk across the street, and we just stay there until 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because we want to see the Mr. I Can't tombstone.
Yeah.
So we wait till 4 o'clock, and as
Uh-huh.
soon as 4 o'clock rolls around, we run over there and we rush up onto the school grounds and we find the tombstone, and lo and behold, it is kicked in and there are pieces everywhere.
Oh my god.
And you know what?
What?
There's a hole underneath it,
Oh no.
and it's empty.
Whoa! There's no body.
So I have no idea if they put all of our
Anything
notes in there. If like put our notes in there and somebody crushed it and took the notes. But I'm thinking now, like, yo, that's probably pretty plausible to where the point where, yeah, a bat could get underneath there. It can get
Yeah.
through the hole the size of a dime
Yeah.
and get underneath there. And if some dude kicks it in,
Yeah.
it's gonna fly out.
Yeah.
So I think this is real. I'm calling it plausible. So they kicked it in. They took the stone out. And what's really weird, is today I work for the school system.
Yes.
And
Is it still there?
the building that I have to go to frequently is where Mr. I Can't was laid to rest.
Yes.
And there is just the smallest indention in the earth where Mr. I Can't
he's still there.
laid for a very short time.
He's still there. He's still alive.
So Mr. I Can't, his soul maybe escaped that day.
Maybe. Oh my god.
But he lives on.
That's the craziest thing ever. We went to the same school system, but Dustin went to a completely different school than me. And that is bananas that happened. Wow.
That's Mr. I Can't. I was thinking about writing that down.
Yeah. That you should. Spacetime said, Dustin, I'm holding off on queuing for a raid to hear the story. That's how engaging it is.
Okay.
You're making Deej not play Final Fantasy 14. That's pretty good. Gene demands an autopsy. Me too.
Yes. How did Mr. I Can't really die?
How did he really die? How did he really?
But yeah, I think back on that, and I need to speak with some of my OG elementary friends. There's not a lot of the kids in my grade have passed away, but there are still a few that are around that I think I could ask that might remember.
Yeah. Because
I would love to add some details to that story.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I added a lot of details for them too, because I don't remember there being any like pre-warning about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it would just be so traumatizing for a young child to walk into a funeral setting.
Yes.
At their school, a place that's supposed to be safe.
Yes.
And, murder a fictional character.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. Hi, Lala. How are you? Glad you're here. Missed healer in need window. You missed crystals for this. Yeah. Only. It's so good because you can totally see the parent teachers thinking this was a great idea.
That's true. Yeah, like they probably had a meeting about this.
Yeah.
And they were probably like, you know what? The kids just keep saying I can't all the time. Well, you know what? Let's kill him.
Let's kill him.
Let's kill him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, we did. We're a small town, so we do have only one school district around Marion.
We only had one school district,
at
that time we had several schools.
We had 5 elementary schools at the time.
So. And that one that I went to was the smallest one.
Yeah.
But absolutely zero chance this happens today.
No.
Absolutely no way.
Should I have even done that?
Does a fake funeral ever happen for anything?
Yeah.
Even fake.
I messed it up.
Like a fake beam.
I messed up the fire.
Is Mr. I Can't in the public domain yet?
He might be. You could probably purge. I want an extended universe on Mr. I Can't. Purge light. Oops, sorry. Help.
It'd be just a 5-minute video.
Help.
I would also like to know what the kids, what they chose, or not what they put down, like what my buddies, if they remember what they put down. But like I said, they're dead or in jail or live far away.
It's a hard life to live here.
Yeah.
Sometimes. A lot of what's that called? Meth.
Yeah, what's that thing?
What's that thing
Make
called?
people do a lot here that ruins their lives. Meth.
Yeah. Is Mr. I Can't the mortal enemy of Fix-It Felix Jr.? Who's Fix-It Felix Jr.? Is that like a cartoon? Excuse me. You can do it. You'll write a 3-book series on it, Purge. Perfect.
Yeah, they should. That's right. They should have had a Mr. I Can come in, like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, I can, just with positivity, not negativity.
Yeah. But that was so 90s though, right? Like Scare 'em Straight.
Yeah, we should do a YouTube video. A YouTube story video.
Organization that runs the DNS is very critical internet system. Oh, it's from Wreck-It Ralph. See, I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
We've seen Wreck-It Ralph.
I haven't seen. Oh,
we haven't seen the sequel.
Well, we haven't seen the second one.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we saw Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, it's back.
It's coming. Just let it burn. Oh, don't mess it.
Sorry. It's coming back. It's coming back.
That would burn slow.
I can't see. Help. Thank you. Great true story, Dustin.
I don't think I have any other spooky stories.
True
that
tales.
True tales.
True scary.
I mean, I have a lot of stories, but
Movie night. Love that movie. Nice. This this story has music behind it. Oh, it's in the key of G. Can somebody give me a me? I don't think that's a G. No. Me. Da. There was an old woman, all skin and bone, who lived near the graveyard, all alone. Ooh. That's not how it goes. Ooh.
Is this what there's no skin on?
Oh yeah.
Is that what this
Do you know
is?
that? No, that's not the song.
Okay.
But what's that song?
Skeleton.
No. Oh man, I can't remember it. But yeah, no skin on. You like watching the fire stream better than the Christmas TV log? Nice. Except our fire keeps going out.
It's still lit. This just wood just burns like
You had the gold hammer and everything from Wreck-It Ralph, Bluvian? Man, now you're gonna make me. I'm gonna have to look up that.
No skin. You used to teach it to your
I
students.
know, and now I can't remember it. No skin. Oh God.
Jesus.
You all ready for this very scary? Okay, scary image in 3, 2, 1. The Thing.
The artwork is
very scary.
Is much more scarier than the stories themselves.
Cutie. Yes, that's it. That's it, Lala. Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones with the skin all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones with the skin all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? What a messed up song that I taught children.
Just an old.
Yeah. I used to have a book that I looked for. I don't think I have it anymore because it scared too many kids. It was supposed to be a kid's book of like taking just like standard like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, but like 99 bottles of blood on the wall, 99 bottles of blood, take one down, pass it around, 99 bottles of blood on the wall. You know, it's just like Halloween versions.
Just like a small change.
Yeah. But it
Jimmy
freaked.
crack bones and I don't care. Jimmy crack bones and I don't care.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It all goes well, sung over a soul cake, please, good missus. A soul cake. I don't know that one. That's too many bottles of blood. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. But yeah, the Ghost of John is a really good round. Which, for those of you that don't know what a round is, it's a song that can be sung at different points by multiple people, and it all sounds good together.
Mm.
Yeah. So you start. You start it.
Start what?
Have you seen the Ghost of John?
Have you seen the ghost of John?
Long
He has no
white-
skin and it's not on his body. Oh.
You wanted to say dog.
I don't know. So I don't know where it's really that well.
Okay. Anyway, this story is called The Thing. Good segue. Ted Martin and Sam Miller were good friends. They spent a lot of time together. On this particular night, they were sitting on a fence near the post office talking about one thing or another. There was a field of turnips across the road. Suddenly, they saw something crawling out of the field and stand up. It looked like a man, but in the dark it was hard to tell for sure. Then it was gone. But soon it appeared again. It walked halfway across the road. Then it turned around and went back into the field. Then it came out a third time and started toward them. By now, Ted and Sam were scared, and they started running. But when they finally stopped, they decided they were being foolish. They weren't sure what had scared them, so they decided to go back and get a better look. Pretty soon they saw it, for it was coming to meet them. It was wearing black pants, a white shirt, and black suspenders. Sam said, "I'm going to try to touch it. Then we'll know if it's real." He walked up to it and peered into its face. It had bright, penetrating eyes sunk deep in its head. It looked like a skeleton. Ted took one look and screamed, and again he and Sam ran. But this time the skeleton followed them. When they got to Ted's house, they stood in the doorway and watched it. It stayed out in the road for a while, then it disappeared. A year later,
No.
Ted got sick and died.
Oh, okay.
Toward the end, Sam sat up with him every night. The night Ted died, Sam said he looked just like a skeleton.
Oh, with no skin on?
With no skin on. Sam, you fool.
Get out of there.
Get out of there. Oh, what? A whole year later.
That's quite the time jump for such a short story.
It's so crazy. You want to read Cold as Clay? That one has like an actual body in a thing. What's this next one? Ooh, The White Wolf. How long is that one?
It's kind of long.
Well, these ones are the longer ones, I think.
Well, let me
Mr.
see.
Bonetrossel, yes.
Let me read Cold as Clay.
Cold as Clay.
I like that name.
Cold as Clay.
A farmer had a daughter for whom he cared more than anything on earth. She fell in love with a farmhand named Jim. But the farmer did not think Jim was good enough for his daughter. To keep them apart, he sent her to live with her uncle on the other side of the country. Soon after she left, Jim got sick, and he wasted away and died.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone said
Everybody's
he died.
dying.
Everyone said he died of a broken heart.
Whoa.
The farmer felt so guilty about Jim's death, he could not tell his daughter what had happened. She continued to think about Jim and the life they might have had together. One night, many weeks later, there was a knock on her uncle's door. When the girl opened the door, Jim was standing there.
Whoa.
"Your father asked me to get you,"
Whoa.
he said. "I came on his best horse." Don't do that to horses. "Is there anything wrong?" she asked. "No, I don't know," he said. She packed a few things and they left. She rode behind him, clinging to his waist. Soon he complained of a headache. "It aches something terrible," he told her. She put her hand on his forehead. "Why, you're as cold as clay," she said. "I hope you're not ill." And she wrapped her handkerchief around his head. They traveled so swiftly that in a few hours they reached the farm. The girl quickly dismounted and knocked on the door. Her father was startled to see her. "Didn't you send for me?" she asked. "No, I didn't," he said. She turned to Jim, but he was gone. So was the horse.
Whoa.
They went to the stable to look for them. The horse was there. It was covered with sweat and trembling with fear, but there was no sign of Jim. Terrified, her father told her the truth about Jim's death.
Oh.
Then quickly he went to see Jim's parents. They decided to open his grave.
What?
The corpse was in its coffin, but around its head they found the girl's handkerchief.
Whoa.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
Oh.
I like those little.
All the scary stories are made better by saying, and then 1 year later, someone died. This is true, Purge. Wow, that one was scary. Jim got out of the grave. Can you fix our fire?
Yeah, I'll try to fix it.
While I read The White Wolf.
Where's the poker?
It's right here. Here's the poker. Oh, it's firing again.
We need more wood.
Oh, well, I didn't take the second bit of log.
That big piece is like.
It's unburnable.
Yeah.
That's
why I asked you, I'm like, did this come with the wood? It's like such a piece of shit wood.
Shame on Dustin for making a lewd joke. I totally missed the lewd joke.
Oh, you did?
I did. What did you say? I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
Some could come on the horse.
Oh. Gross. Why would you say that?
That's what the story said.
Oh my gosh. I totally missed it. I was so enraptured by the story. All right, the White Wolf. Ow. The timber wolves around French Creek had gotten out of hand. There were so many wolves, the farmers could not stop them from killing their cattle and sheep. So the state put a bounty on them. It would pay a hunter $10 for every wolf pelt he turned in. It would pay the $100 for every wolf pelt he turned in. Yeah. A butcher in town named Bill Williams thought that was pretty good money. He stopped working as a butcher and started killing wolves. He was good at it. Every year, he killed over 500 of them, then came to more than $5,000. It was quite a bit of money in those days. After 4 or 5 years, Bill had killed so many wolves, there were hardly any left in that area. So he retired and he vowed never to harm another wolf, because wolves had made him rich. Then one day a farmer reported that a white wolf had killed 2 of his sheep. He had shot at it and hit it, but the bullets didn't have any effect. Soon that wolf was seen all over the countryside, killing and running, but nobody could stop it. One night it came into Bill's yard and killed his pet cow. Bill forgot about his decision never to harm another wolf.
His pet cow.
He went into town the next morning and bought a young lamb for bait. He took it out into the hills and tied it to a tree. Then he backed off about 50 yards and sat down under another tree. With his gun in his lap, he waited. When Bill didn't come back, his friends started looking for him. Finally, they found the lamb. It was still tied to the tree. It was hungry, but it was alive. Then they found Bill. He was still sitting against the other tree, but he was dead. His throat had been torn open. There was no sign of a struggle. His gun hadn't been fired, and there were no tracks in the soil around him. For the white wolf, it was never seen again.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of...
That was a lot of wolves. So many wolves.
Yeah, he killed a lot of wolves, but he vowed to never kill again. But
yes. Yeah. True story of a government that tried to kill mice by paying people for every mice tail they found. So people just started breeding them. Breeding mice. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh,
Oh, Jesus. Show that one.
Okay, you guys ready for a scary picture? Very scary picture from this book in 3, 2, 1. Terrifying.
The Haunted House.
That's a long one.
They're getting longer.
They are getting longer.
That's not too bad.
These scary stories, let's see. This chapter is called They Eat Your Eyes, They Eat Your Nose. Somebody enjoyed drawing that illustration. Yes, true. It's very true. These are scary stories about all kinds of things. The ones told here are about a grave, a witch, a man who liked to swim, a hunting trip, and a market basket. There's also worms eating a corpse. Your corpse! The hearse song. Don't you ever laugh at as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. All goes well for about a week, then your coffin begins to leak. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. The worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the jelly between your toes.
Gross.
The big green worm with rolling eyes crawls in your stomach and out your eyes. Your stomach turns a slimy green and pus pours out like whipping cream. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you eat when you are dead.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one was gross. Oh, it has song. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's got actual like.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. Don't you ever laugh as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. All goes well for a bad. Never play pinochle with worms, they cheat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a girl who stood on a grave.
The girl who stood on a grave. Some boys and girls were at a party one night. There was a graveyard down the street, and they were talking about how scary it was. Don't ever stand on a grave after dark, one of the boys said. The person inside will grab you. They'll pull you under.
I believe that. That's true.
That's not true,
It's true.
one of the girls said. It's just a superstition. I'll give you $1 if you stand on a grave, said the boy. Grave doesn't scare me, said the girl. I'll do it right now.
Oh, snap.
The boy handed her his knife. Stick this knife in one of the graves, he said.
Jesus.
Then we'll know you were there. The graveyard was filled with shadows and was as quiet as death. There's nothing to be scared of, the girl told herself. But she was scared anyway. She picked out a grave and stood on it. And quickly she bent over and plunged the knife into the soil. And she started to leave. But she couldn't get away. Something was holding her back. She tried a second time to leave, but she couldn't move. She was filled with terror. Something has got me, she screamed, and she fell to the ground. When she didn't come back, the others went to look for her. They found her body, sprawled across the grave. Without realizing it, she had plunged the knife through her skirt and had pinned her to the ground.
Oh, no.
It was only the knife that held her. She had died of fright.
Oh, no. She died.
That's a shame. That's a damn shame.
Dustin is really good at reading scary stories. I agree. I agree.
Okay, man. You can't have those. It's super scary. Watch out, everyone. I like how they have these like, brutal depictions of like decapitated bodies and zombies, and then they got that horse photo.
Oh, man.
Ooh, the
Okay.
Wendigo.
Oh, we're not supposed to say that name.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay. That's
Is that a superstition?
yeah, if you say it, it will come.
I
That
just
was
had
a Hans. Yeah, it was a Hans. It's a Hans.
This for sure it was.
Yep. I dropped my bottle. Which
I'm
I have a Hans for you, Purge. I have a giant Hans. It's ready to be given to you someday.
I might be you.
Okay. I love
Definitely.
you. Thanks. Everybody say thank you,
That
Dustin.
should be fine. Just keep adding wood to it, and you've only got a couple pieces left. But
Yeah. You keep meaning to come visit? It's okay. You just let me know. Big black Hans and a cherry tree. Dustin's gonna go play video games, I think. Thank you, Dustin. There he goes. All right. Shall we read the Hans story? I think the Hans story is kind of long. Let me look at it again. Oh, well, because he doesn't go by Dustin. He goes by, well, you can do exclamation point Dustin. That would work. There you go. Dustin is not, he usually streams on Saturday, excuse me. But he's not streaming tomorrow because we're going to go to the Stardew Valley Symphony in St. Louis. I'm very excited. We're going to go see and hear the music of Stardew Valley. And we're going to go have dinner, I believe, with Retzel and Ohio's Gene. So I'm very excited. I know we just got back from a long trip, but I had bought these tickets like a year ago. I bought these tickets before I knew when our friend's wedding was, and I was just hoping that it wouldn't overlap, and they didn't overlap. A New Horse is the name of this story. Two farmhands shared a room. One slept at the back of the room, the other slept near the door. After a while, the one who slept near the door began to feel very tired early in the day. His friend asked what was wrong. "An awful thing happens every night," he said. "A witch turns me into a horse and rides me all over the countryside." "I'll sleep in your bed tonight," his friend said. "We'll see what happens to me." About midnight, an old woman who lived nearby came into the room. She mumbled some strange words over the farmhand, and he found he couldn't move. Then she slipped a bridle on him, and he turned into a horse. The next thing he knew, she was riding him across the fields at breakneck speed, beating him to make him go even faster. Soon they came to a house where a party was going on. There was a lot of music and dancing. They were having a big time inside. She hitched him to a fence and went in. While she was gone, the farmhand rubbed against the fence until the bridle came off, and he turned back into a human being. Then he went into the house and found the witch. He spoke those strange words over her, and with the bridle he turned her into a horse. Then he rode her to a blacksmith and had her fitted with horseshoes. After that, he rode her to the farm where she lived. "I have a pretty good filly here," he told the husband, "but I need a stronger horse. Would you like to trade?" The old man looked her over, and he said he would do it. So they picked out another horse, and the farmhand rode away. Her husband led his new horse to the barn. He took off the bridle and went to hang it up, but when he came back, the new horse was gone. Instead, there stood his wife with horseshoes nailed to her hands and feet. There she is. Oh, the story's really threatening you with a good time. It was a little bit of a kink in there, yes, absolutely. Amazing. Amazing haunts. An amazing haunt story. Room for one more. That one is a long one. Oh, no, it's not. He knew it was horses next. That's right. That's why Dustin left. It was too scary. He didn't want to become a horse. A true nightmare. Too much horse. There he is. Room for one more. A man named Joseph Blackwell came to Philadelphia on a business trip. He stayed with friends in a big house they owned outside the city. That night, they had a good time visiting, but then, when Blackwell went to bed, he tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Sometime during the night, he heard a car turn into the driveway. He went to the window to see who was arriving at such a late hour. In the moonlight, he saw a long black hearse filled with people. The driver of the hearse looked up at him. When Blackwell saw his queer, hideous face, he shuddered. The driver called to him, "There's room for one more." Then he waited a minute or two, and he drove off. In the morning, Blackwell told his friends what had happened. "You were dreaming," they said. "I must have been," he said, "but it didn't seem like a dream." After breakfast, he went into Philadelphia. He spent the day high above the city in one of the new office buildings there. Late in the afternoon, he was waiting for an elevator to take him back down to the street, but when it arrived, it was very crowded. One of the passengers looked out and called to him. "There's room for one more," he said. It was the driver of the hearse. "No, thanks," said Blackwell. "I'll get the next one." The doors closed, and the elevator started down. There was shrieking and screaming, then the sound of a crash. The elevator had fallen to the bottom of the shaft, and everyone aboard was killed. Bah, bah, bah. There it was. Wow. Ah! Yeah, you gotta scream at the end. Every story says scream at the end. Oh, Dustin, look at this. This is it looks like Father's Day. I'll get my cake too. I'll have my cake too. This one is called Dead Man's Brains. This scary story is a scary game that people play at Halloween. Why does it have... Where is it at? There it is. Why is there a thing there? Halloween. But it can be played whenever the spirit moves you. The players sit in a circle in a darkened room and listen to a storyteller describe the rotting remains of a corpse. Each part is passed around for them to feel. In one version, a player is out if he or she screams or gasps with fright. In another version, everybody stays to the end, no matter how scared they get. Here is the story. Once, in this town, there lived a man named Brown. It was years ago on this night that he was murdered out of spite. We have here his remains. First, let's feel his brains. Now, here are his eyes, still frozen with surprise. This is his nose, and here is his ear, and here is his hand, rotting flesh and bone. But his hair still grows, and his heart still beats now and then. And his blood still flows. Dip your fingers in it. It's nice and warm. That's all there is, except for these worms. They are the ones that ate the rest of him. It also says here, it's got like what to use. So like for the brains, a wet squishy tomato. For the eyes, peeled grapes. For the nose, a chicken bone. For the ear, a dried apricot. For the hand, a cloth or rubber glove filled with mud or ice. For the hair, a handful of corn silk or wet yarn. For the heart, a piece of raw liver. For the blood, a bowl of ketchup thinned with warm water. And for the worms, a handful of cooked spaghetti. Hallows Eve, Hallows Even, Hallows Eve. Yeah, archaic spelling for sure. Okay. How are we doing? The Hook. Ooh, that sounds scary. Let's read The Hook. The Hook. Donald and Sarah went to the movies. Then they went for a ride in Donald's car. They parked up on a hill at the edge of town. From there, they could see the lights up and down the valley. Donald turned on the radio and found some music, but an announcer broke in with a news bulletin. A murderer had escaped from the state prison. He was armed with a knife and was headed south on foot. His left hand was missing. In its place, he wore a hook. Let's roll up the windows and lock the doors, said Sarah. That's a good idea, said Donald. That prison isn't too far away, said Sarah. Maybe we should really go home. But it's only 10 o'clock, said Donald. I don't care what time it is, she said. I want to go home. Look, Sarah, said Donald. He's not going to climb all the way up here. Why would he do that? Even if he did, all the doors are locked. What could he get in? How could he get in? Donald, he could take the hook and break through a window and open a door, she said. I'm scared. I want to go home. Donald was annoyed. Girls are always afraid of something, he said. And he was also trying to smash. That's why he was mad. That's a little editorializing. I added that in. As he started the car, Sarah thought she heard something or something scratching at her door. Did you hear that? She asked as they roared away. It sounded like somebody was trying to get in. Oh, sure, said Donald. Soon they got to her house. Would you like to come in and have some cocoa? She asked. No, he said. I've got to go home. He went around to the other side of the car to let her out, and hanging on the door handle was a hook. Oh my gosh. He was there. Ah! Like I said, I'm pretty sure Donald was trying to smash, and she wasn't having it because she was too scared. All right. Ah! There's a chapter called Ah! All right. Da, da, da. Does anybody have a... Ooh. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. What's this one? I see cats. The Ghost with the Bloody Fingers. A businessman arrived at a hotel late one night and asked for a room. The room clerk told him the hotel was all filled up. There's only one empty room, he said. But we don't rent that one because it is haunted. I'll take it, said the businessman. I don't believe in ghosts. The man went up to the room. He unpacked his things and he went to bed. As soon as he did, a ghost came out of the closet. Its fingers were bleeding, and it was moaning, "Bloody fingers, bloody fingers." When the man saw the ghost, he grabbed his things and ran. The next night, a woman arrived very late. Again, all the rooms were taken except for the haunted room. "I'll sleep there," she said. "I'm not afraid of ghosts." As soon as she got into the bed, the ghost came out of the closet. Its fingers were still bleeding. It still was moaning, "Bloody fingers, bloody fingers." And the woman took one look and ran. A week later, another guest arrived very late. He also took the haunted room. After he unpacked, he got out his guitar and he began to play. Soon the ghost appeared. As before, its fingers were bleeding and it was moaning, "Bloody fingers, bloody fingers." The man paid no attention. He just kept strumming his guitar, but the ghost kept moaning and its fingers kept bleeding. Finally, the guitar player looked up. "Cool it, man," he said. "Get yourself a band-aid." But that's the story. Oh, wow. Very Scooby-Doo. Cool it, man. You wrote that one? Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Can someone? Yes, I saw it, Deej. Get this ghost from Neosporin and bandages. Yes, you did write it. You did. You wrote it, and I just saw it, and then and then I actually said it. Oh, that's so funny. Goodness. Well, this one has a very scary picture of a baby called The Babysitter. It was 9 o'clock in the evening. Everybody was sitting on the couch in front of the TV. There were Richard, Brian, Jenny, and Doreen, the babysitter. The telephone rang. "Maybe it's your mother," said Doreen. She picked up the phone. Before she could say a word, a man laughed hysterically and hung up. "Who was it?" "Some nut," said Doreen. "What did I miss?" At 9:30, the telephone rang again. Doreen answered it. It was the man who had called before. "I'll be there soon," he said, and he laughed and hung up. "Who was it?" "Some crazy person," she said. About 10 o'clock, the telephone rang again. Jenny got to it first. "Hello," she said. It was the same man. "One more hour," he said, and he laughed and hung up. "He said 1 more hour. What did he mean?" asked Jenny. "Don't worry," said Doreen. "It's somebody fooling around." "I'm scared," said Jenny. About 10:30, the telephone rang once more. When Doreen picked it up, the man said, "Pretty soon now," and he laughed. "Why are you doing this?" Doreen screamed, and he hung up. "Was it that guy again?" asked Brian. "Yes," said Doreen. "I'm going to call the operator and complain." The operator told her to call back if it happened again. She would trace the call. At 11 o'clock, the telephone rang again. Doreen answered. "Very soon now," the man said, and he laughed and hung up. Doreen called the operator. Almost at once, she called back. "That person is calling you from the telephone upstairs," she said. "You'd better leave. I'll get the police." Just then, the door upstairs opened. A man they had never seen before started down the stairs toward them as they ran from the house. He was smiling in a very strange way. A few minutes later, the police found him and arrested him. End of story. Wow, so anticlimactic, that one. The call was coming from inside the house. The call was coming from inside the house. Amazing. Truly amazing. Can we get a good ender? A good final scary story? That one was bogus, yeah. Absolutely. I think they get worse, maybe, as the book progresses. Who knows? I don't want to read that one because that's real folklore. Let's see. How about this one? Nope, you just read that one. the guests. Ah! Dial M for murder. I'm sure it was innovative back then. Yeah, probably. We all live in each other's walls these days. That's true. The internet. The internet. Oh, real quick. There's supposed to be quite the meteor shower on Sunday night, Monday night, I believe. So if you can make it to an outdoors place with little light, you could probably see a bunch of meteors from Halley's Comet, I think, or something. Can't remember. Yeah. 20th to 21st overnight. There it is. La la confirming. Okay, let's do one more. And then I think I'm going to call it for today. I'm still in like vacation mode a little bit. So I just kind of want to chill. Still tired. The trip was really, really fun and really good. Ended up kind of becoming a little bit of a wedding planner with the other maid of honor. So we ended up doing a lot of work. And overall, though, it was beautiful. I'm really happy I got to share some of the photos while it was happening because we were in like a no cell phone service area. So whenever we had Wi-Fi was when I could share stuff. Yeah. And Comet Lemon. Neat. That's really cool. That's really cool. I do plan to stream on Sunday music. I know today we usually do music, but I wanted to do a fire pit. Oh, thanks, Alex. Yeah, Alex was there. Alex he had to do a little bit of dog watching too during the ceremony. You're just looking up which direction to look in on the astronomy night sites earlier today. Oh, yes. Yes, nice. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna Sunday I'd like to do music and pumpkin carving. You know, don't forget, pumpkin carving contest happening. You could win a commission from Joey Edwards, amazing pumpkin carving artist. And yeah, that's in the Discord. One more story for the night, the guests from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. A young man and his wife were on a trip to visit his mother. Usually, they arrived in time for supper, but they had gotten a late start and now it was getting dark. So they decided to look for a place to stay overnight and go on in the morning. Just off the road, they saw a small house in the woods. Maybe they rent rooms, the wife said, so they stopped to ask. An elderly man and woman came to the door. They didn't rent rooms, they said, but they would be glad to have them stay overnight as their guests. They had plenty of room, and they would enjoy the company. The old woman made coffee and brought out some cake, and the four of them talked for a while. Then the young couple were taken to their room. They again explained that they wanted to pay for this, but the old man said he would not accept any money. The young couple got up early the next morning before their hosts had awakened. On a table near the front door, they left an envelope with some money in it for the room. Then they went on to the next town. They stopped in a restaurant and had breakfast. When they told the owner where they had stayed, she was shocked. "That can't be," he said. "That house burned down to the ground, and the man and the woman who lived there died in the fire." The young couple could not believe it, so they went back to the house. Only now there was no house. All they found was a burned-out shell. They stood staring at the ruins, trying to understand what had happened. Then the woman screamed. In the rubble was a badly burned table, like the one they had seen by the front door, and on the table was the envelope they had left that morning. Ah! Scary story. Scary story. Wow. those are some scary stories to read if you're a kid, you know. Scary stories to tell in the dark. And there were so many. So helpful. Yeah, those ghosts were like super helpful. Very nice spirits. They just wanted to help. They just wanted to be nice and helpful. I see in that town. Oh no. Oh no. 2025 R2 will be the closest to Earth. Yes, October 20. Yeah, so the night of October 20, 21st. I wish I had a camera that could like capture it. That would be really, really cool. But unfortunately, just have my phone. I don't think that'll do much. Although, you know, like when we went out to see the aurora borealis last winter, my phone did pretty okay with it. That was really cool. So maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll go out to the river again and have a look-see, see if we can see some meteors on Monday night. Cell phones are supposed to be better these days. Maybe just need something to put it on. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're so right. All right, gang. This is super fun. I hope you enjoyed the scary stories and the fire and like the somewhat okay atmosphere. I know my neighbor was very loud and we got, you know, loud motorcycles every once in a while. Astronomers split the 12 months of the year into 24 half months and gave each a letter. Oh, thanks for the fire. Thanks for the Dustin. Yeah. It just means the second comet discovered half month. Oh, that trail, that half month. Sorry, I can read. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good stories. Hi, Seven. Yes, yeah, we are closing up a short stream today, Seven Castle Forest. Everybody go follow Seven Castle Forest. Everybody go follow Everything Horrible. Thank you, Dustin, for coming and reading a little bit at the beginning. I hope to see you all on Sunday. We'll be back inside for Sunday and have some music times. Hopefully, I'll have my other computer set up with Ableton so we don't overload OBS and yeah, hopefully things will be a little smoother. We'll see. We shall see. Thank you for shouting everyone out. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, gang. Yeah, we're gonna Dustin and I are gonna drive to the St. Louis area tomorrow. Yep. Everybody be safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Good night. Go wherever. Raid wherever you like. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you.